Greetings, folks. It is Sunday, September 20th, and I drove up to Davis, California for a stroll of a different kind today. I'm here at the UC Davis Arboretum and Public Garden, and I'm just going to stroll through, and I'd love to have you come with me. Here's the welcome sign at the entrance. It is free to the public, and this is a Sunday morning, and it's rather quiet. Very nice. I'm going to head down this way. I anticipate this to be a walk that includes some educational information about plants and so forth, and some art, and also just some nature. This is a really nice mosaic wall. I'll get up close to some of the mosaics. It looks like the UC Davis College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences put this up. Oh, there's the California poppy. Of course, all of these names are the Latin names. The name of this mosaic wall is the Nature's Gallery Court. Colorful, beautiful, and artistic. There are some different directions I could take here, and as I look around, I think I'm drawn to this way. I see some more art on the side of, it looks like a restroom, so let's go check that out. Okay, we're getting closer to that restroom, which is heavily decorated. It looks like the theme might be oaks, oak trees, leaves, oak leaves. Ah, okay. It's called the oak family tree. I'll step back so you can get a full look at it. It gives the Latin names of the different kinds of oak trees, and there's all sorts of bugs and birds and wildlife interspersed in this piece of art. I'd have to say that's one of the most nicely decorated restrooms I've ever seen. And we're headed into an oak grove. There are a couple of paths that take you through this oak grove, and I see that there are many different kinds of oaks represented. Here's a coast live oak. And there are many more. I'll pick out a couple of the highlights. That's also a coast live oak. It just grew really strangely, and part of it is just hugging the ground. We'll head down this way, see what we can see. There are so many different kinds of oaks here. I'm learning a lot, but just wanted to show how this oak grove backs up into a big horse corral. As you may know, UC Davis is famous for its veterinary medicine program. So obviously these big animals here are patients of some sort. All the buildings in the background are part of the veterinary medicine complex. Okay, back to the oaks. Each one of the oaks, or at least each type of oak, because sometimes there are several of each type, has a little sign that tells you about it. Definitely handmade, probably by the students here, maybe in the art department, or at least in collaboration with them. And they have the name, and then some sort of little pictorial story. So many. Here's one I particularly liked. The cork oak. And it definitely depicts what those corks are used for. And that's Ferdinand the Bull, sitting under the oak tree rather than fighting. I've walked out of that beautiful oak grove and checking some of the greener parts of this park. Wide open spaces for kids to play, benches for folks to relax. Okay, I've stumbled upon what I think is called the White Flower Garden, complete with a gazebo. Let's go check that out. Those are pretty. So are these. This looks like it's going to be the site of a wedding. Okay, there are people bustling about here. Definitely a ceremony of some sort, but there's the gazebo. And I will walk out of the White Flower Garden. So pretty. And head this way. Oh, this was a good choice because I see a little body of water. Let's get a closer look. Oh, that's pretty. It's a neat feature in the middle. You have some wildlife out there. Gentle breeze. Very pretty. I don't know the name of this. I'll see if I can find out. Okay, still don't know the name, but I found a different path and wandered down there. Get a good look at that bird. Probably looking for his lunch. Okay, heading in the other direction down that trail, I see that this waterway continues. Still don't know the name of this. Okay, that road took me to the Equestrian Center. And there's the sign. And there's some of the horses. And the road goes this way, so let's check that out. I ran into a gobbler. And this is my view from a little hillside mound over here. So I've wandered pretty much the whole distance of the park. I'm sure I skipped some of favorite areas, but it's my first time exploring, so I'll be heading back, and if I see anything interesting, I'll add it on. Okay, I stumbled upon this about a block out of the park, maybe 2 blocks. It says Arboretum Teaching Nursery. I'm gonna check that out. Okay, so beyond that chain link fence are all the baby plants that are being raised. Probably students learning a lot about them. And here's one of the buildings I think I'll take a look at too. Okay, so it looks like one of the cafes here at UC Davis. I believe this is the health science area. Not really sure, but I am seeing some really neat art. Here's one called Animal Anarchy. And just beyond that pig looks like a crouching wolf and a couple of geese. I don't see a sign that names this one. one more. Okay, here's a goat, and he's eating one of the textbooks. Yep, he's ripped a page right out of it. There's actually a nice walking path through this little garden where all the young plants are being cultivated. Okay folks, I made the loop around and I'm back to where I started at the entrance of the Arboretum and Garden Park. Come on up to Davis, California, if you'd like to stroll this. It took me a couple of hours to leisurely look around. There's so much more to see here on the campus of UC Davis. And this is just a tidbit. I hope you've enjoyed it. Take time to wander, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.